welcome. Another ramble chat with moi, yours truly. And today's chat is it's just about the shame that we put mums through, and specifically through breastfeeding and potty training. But let's start with breastfeeding because that's the first one, or it's the first one that we, mums do. Like, what? You got to breastfeed, all right? Scenario. You breastfed, it was easy, you felt comfortable, and everything worked out. You managed to stop just before the 1 year mark, because your baby was ready to let go, you were ready to let go. Fine, no judgment. But then, to the ones that can't, to the ones that struggle, to the ones that felt or still wanted to continue past that point, we have to pass judgment. And why? Fed is best, no matter how long, no matter when. Like, breastfeeding for me was living hell. It was easy. I'm gonna be straightforward. It was fucking easy. He latched like a doll. However, I hated the feeling of breastfeeding. Breastfeeding for me was the worst feeling ever. And I managed to do it for 14 months, but that ruined my relationship with my husband. That ruined my self-worth. That ruined my mental health. It ruined every single thing I loved about me. Was ruined with breastfeeding. Yes, whatever bond that happens, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that bond for breastfeeding. It was horrendous. And if I do get pregnant, which is what we're trying to do, yes, I will be trying to, I'm not trying to breastfeed actually, I'm not trying to breastfeed. I will be exclusive pumping. Maybe I have milk, maybe I don't. We'll see also. And that's another thing as well, like, to even think that you get to judge someone because they don't breastfeed or don't want to breastfeed, which, not your choice, not your child, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, the fuck? Like, who are you again? Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you personally, that you're watching this video. I'm just saying, like, people that judge people that, like, you know how hard it is? Like, some people don't even have enough. Jesus Christ. Sorry, someone just barked super fast, really close to me, so it was very weird. Anyway, do you know how hard it is to really even try to breastfeed? The pain that some women go through. Their nipples literally go raw from this process. Is it worth the pain? I don't think so. And that's why there's formula. And that's why there's other ways of getting it done, because it's not one way, or like, it's not one right way or one wrong way. No, it's just fed is best. In a conversation, doesn't matter how, doesn't matter when, doesn't matter what. And if honestly, if you think otherwise, I will advise you to just, move on. There's no argument. There is absolutely no argument here, and no argument. Simple as that. Next, moving on to potty training. Another thing, like, how dare you judge someone, again, not personally to you, just whoever judges, because they haven't potty trained their kid, like, at the age that you think is appropriate, because, let's be real, like, it's your opinion. Nobody else's. It's just your opinion. Because you thought potty training was easy for your child at a certain age. And because someone hasn't done it, you think for some reason you have the righteous mind to tell them that it's wrong. We have to let go of this idea that motherhood and all of these things need to be done one way. And because that's the only right way. Because it's not true. It's not true. We are different people, we have different backgrounds, we live in different continents and countries, and so on and so forth. We have different privileges. So how do we expect to have the same lifestyle? How to do motherhood the same fucking way? That's not happening. Simple, plain. I had to potty train my child when he was 2.5 because he started school. I had to. He was not ready for it. I spent months cleaning shit off the floor, but only because he was starting school. And where I live, it's mandatory to start school. It's a mandatory status. It's just mandatory. And they have to be potty trained. But that's the only reason. Potty training is hard. And if you have a job, there's so much going on. People are not just stay-at-home moms. And even if they are, they have other things to worry about besides just potty training a child. If you have multiple kids, it's just so much to consider than just, I'm spending a whole week potty training my kid. And it was just so easy. Well, good for you, Nancy. I don't know Nancy, but that was the first name that popped into my head. But do you understand what I mean? It's like, it's not fair for you to compare because of like your experience compared to someone else, because you think, because sometimes there's things that happen that are easier for you personally or for anyone else that is not the same for other people. Like, it's the same with picky kids, food eaters, and all of this stuff. It's just, we are all different. We all have different lifestyles. We have different lives, and we have different kids. So it's never going to be the same. So yes, you can take some tips from someone, but don't expect it to be the exact same experience just because you follow their tips. Because at the end of the day, you don't have their child. Alright, so you have to adapt to your family, you adapt to your kid. And stop the shaming. That's my main point here, is what the fuck is the point of shaming parents, mums, whatever. I am a mum, so I'm kind of like doing the mum shame thing. But, you know, what is the fucking point? Because we're just shaming each other when there's really no point. We do life differently. It's fine. It's more than fine. It's just normal. Anyway, if you are still breastfeeding, if you're not breastfeeding, if you've potty trained, if you haven't potty trained, you're doing your fucking best, mama. And just believe that. And don't let anyone bring you down because their life looks different or they live their life differently than yours. And anyone that tries to make you feel guilty or worthless, fuck them. Well, that's it for today. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and let's stop the judgment and accept that we just do life differently, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe.